Welcome to the Everything ESC show. Performing 14th in semi-final 2, we have Israel. The odds for Israel have been all over the place. When the market opened, it was, I think, 5-1 favourite. Then we've seen it at 10-1 to 40, back to 20, back up to 100, back down to 20, back up to 80, and I think now it's hovering around 40. It's been everywhere on the market. The current price is just too big, and this song kind of reminds me of Russia and A Million Voices all those years ago. Russia was hugely unpopular at the time, and you can remember the really loud boos for Polina Gagaria. Russia were around 20 to 30 that year, if memory serves me correctly, in the market to win, and they very nearly did win. The song is a classic female ballad that they always do well at Eurovision when the composition is good and the vocals are spine-tingling, and that is what you get with Israel this year. The song is a fairly predictable slow start that builds into the chorus that then comes back for the reprise. Now Israel will easily qualify for the final, just for the clarity, it's a 10 out of 10 qualification chance. So what chance in the final does it have then, and can it win? Yes, it can win, which is why it's worth having it on your side while it's the large price it is at the moment in the 40s. So how can it win from that price? Okay, so I'm going to have to touch on the politics of the situation, which I don't really like to, as I don't really have any political allegiances. And I'm just here to talk about songs and whether they can win. I would imagine though, the EBU will not want Israel to win, as if Israel were to host next year for winning, there'll be a number of countries or artists that just simply won't want to go there and perform. With the new final running order that the EBU has announced as well, how they can control a lot more of it, you can almost guarantee Israel will be the first half unless they draw one of the 6 second half places. However, I actually don't think the running order matters for Israel in terms of televote. The people that will want to vote politically for Israel will, regardless of where it's being performed, anywhere. People that would like to vote against Israel, well, they simply can't. You can't negatively vote against the country, and it's why Russia, despite its unpopularity, still received huge televotes for many years. There will also be some people that will vote for Israel because they really like the song, and I can see why. It's a very beautiful song. So I think it will have a strong televote. Now the jury score. I would say normally the juries will be making this potentially a top 5 song, but it's hard to predict what juries will do with Israel, because on one hand, if they score a song with political motivation, it could harm their careers, especially as you find big supporters of Israel at the top of the entertainment and music industry. Just look at the USA, for instance. However, they also might not want to be seen as supporters of Israel. So there is a scenario where it receives a good jury score and gets a huge televote that puts it in the top 5, top 4, top 3, top 2 conversation. There is also a scenario where it gets a poorish jury score from most countries and ends with like 70 to 90 jury points. And that won't be enough if it gets a middling televote, say like 150 points, which will leave Israel finishing outside the top 5. Although to me, top 10 seems assured for Israel.